Good morning, beautiful people. Not gonna lie, this one's gonna be so good. This is so funny. The stuff I'm about to cover today, you're gonna wanna watch this whole video all the way through. I promise you. This is going to be something that makes you laugh for the next hour if you end up watching all of it. So anyway, hello. Now, when I start these videos and the live streams are posted, nobody ends up like tuning in for the first minute, usually. But nevertheless, I see Akicha jumping in here. Hello, hello. Oh my God, today is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so funny. Okay, I am so excited. I've been excited to go live before, but I'm truly really excited for today. And the reason is because it's just reality is so stupid. Reality is so stupid. Reality is just so stupid. I'm gonna be laughing a lot during this one. Can't wait. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be laughing so much during today's live show. So give me a minute. Okay, let me officially welcome everyone in here. Hello. Hello and welcome to Raw and Unfiltered, where I will just give you the raw news, facts, information, data, statistics, on the ground reporting, unfiltered from media bias. And I also will give my opinion, though you always have the freedom to disagree with that. That all being said, what's not up for debate are just the raw facts itself. So let's get into the news this morning, shall we? So, okay. The reason why I'm laughing so hard is because our Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, announced yesterday, being like, we have created a new award to give Trump, this beautiful golden statue. Trump's getting a participation prize for being him. Oh, it's just so good. Okay, let me get into it here, shall we? All right. So, congressional Republicans created an award to give to President Donald Trump yesterday, on Wednesday. House Republicans held their annual National Republican Congressional Committee fundraiser on Wednesday in Washington, D.C. Before Trump spoke, Speaker Mike Johnson announced that the NRCC had come up with a new honor to bestow to the president. I'm so excited to see it. I definitely want to see it. It's going to be amazing and fantastic. Of course, I'm being awarded another honor. It's fantastic. Everyone thinks so. Some people say that, of course, another one. I love a golden shower. I love a golden statue. I love all the Goldens. All the Goldens, they say it's for me. Sorry, I need to do something with my neck here. So this is what Mike Johnson said. We wanted to do this one thing before we bring the president out to the stage. And then he said, he's like, Trump works literally around the clock to fix every issue and is solving all of the domestic problems. And so they created a new award. All right, make sure to send some likes. This is when it gets really good. All right? He said, and we want to honor him in some small way, some token of our appreciation for his leadership. And so, tonight, we have created a new award. We are going to do something we've never done before. What, like your job? We're going to honor him with a new award that we'll present annually from this point forward. telling me that you're going to give him a prize annually. Oh my God. And then says, but he is the suitable and fitting recipient of the first ever America First Award. Oh, God, he's such a brown noser. We couldn't think of no better title for what that is. that this beautiful golden statue here, appropriate for our new golden era in America. How many people we got in here? 45? I love all of you. So basically Trump is being awarded this golden statue because he's Trump. I'm sorry, what? So, I'm sorry, huh? So, it's a newly awarded thing. But what gags me is this is going to be an honor that's presented annually from this point forward. He says annually from this point forward. Trump deserves to be awarded the Lifetime Jackass Award. That's so funny. The golden diaper. Ooh, yeah, no, that would be a fun one. Be like, welcome to this season of The Golden Bachelor. Oh, I just don't understand how people like Mike Johnson don't shrivel into a raisin from all of the embarrassment that he has to go through just to appease him. And so I read the comments. The comments are the best part. Most people would find this embarrassing, even humiliating, but not Donald Trump, not him. Nope. He's a child in an old person's body. It's insane. We live in an insane era. The dumbest timeline ever. Facts. This person said, open a window. You can hear the world laughing. I don't think the Republicans realize that if you actually just peel back outside of their own bubble, the whole world is shaking their head and laughing at them while they live in their own crazy delusional fantasy that somehow Donald Trump is their daddy, deity, God from above. Meanwhile, he views those people as cogs in a machine for his own personal wealth and benefit. It's sad that this is what America's come to, yet here we are. Other comments, I wonder what it's like to really, literally have no shame. And I honestly wonder that too. Do you just not have any self-awareness to realize that this is incredibly embarrassing? This person said, LOL, even North Korea would be embarrassed by this obsequiousness. That's not a word you see every day. Obsequiousness. That sounds so nefarious. Ugh. Obsequiousness. That sounds like a medical condition. Like I got the I can't even say it now. Obsequiousness. LOL, this is so funny. So funny that I'm actually embarrassed for them. And then this person said, you beat me to it. An embarrassing participation trophy from the party that decries participation trophies. That's so true. They're awarding Trump a trophy for being America First. Since when is that a category? You're like, we're awarding him this trophy because he's Trump. They're awarding me a wonderful trophy because I'm me. I'm me, and everyone should bow down before me. Like, if you're a MAGA Trump supporter, how do you not look at this and be ashamed of yourself? How do you not look at this and be like, experience secondhand embarrassment? I'm like, do you? And then you're like, oh, you're the sheep. You're the one idolizing someone like Trump. The fact that this Speaker of the House of Representatives has to go out on a limb and award Trump something annually every year for being America First, like, god damn. Oh my goodness gracious. And he's not even America First. No, he's not. Trump isn't America First. He's Trump First. Trump is not America First. He is Trump First. it just gets me. If you're laughing, please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't. I love all of you, but seriously, it means the world. I'm a little bit surprised there's not more people in here this morning, but maybe it's because all the trolls are feeling very embarrassed right now, but you never know. So other people said, beyond parody, America disapproves of this orange idiot, 36% approval rating. I love how this person was like, which lib tent city did they poll? And then this person said, do you know why you're in a cult? Like, do you know why? Do you even know that you are? I also love all the people that said, LOL, totally not a cult. I don't know what's more embarrassing. Trump's pathological need to be worshipped and adored, or the conservatives willing to do it. Willing to do it, willy-nilly. So, last year's, that top comment, I don't even know if I want to read it out, but if you're listening to the live stream while you're getting ready for work or just, on the way or whatever, taking care of the kids this morning, just look over at the screen really quickly and read it, because I'm not going to say it out loud, because that's really... Just go deeper, a little bit more and tickle the ivories, like, this is some North Korea type crap, except stupider and even more childish. And MAGA's kryptonite is a logical argument. That is so true. Every single time I do these live streams or these videos, every single time there's all these like weird MAGA people in the comments that are trying to be obnoxious and rude and disgusting. And I used to, I don't do it anymore, but I used to try to have a logical, very, very candid discussion with them, but they wouldn't even reciprocate. So that's their kryptonite, is any sort of logic, critical thinking kind of discussion. Now, let me pivot here just a little bit. So Trump is being awarded this beautiful golden statue just for me, everyone is adorning it. It's so beautiful. Some say it's a participation trophy. I say maybe not. Oh my God, we have one of them in here. Someone said, Trump, a true American hero. What? By dodging the draft? Them bone spurs be working overtime. Anyway, but I was like, all right. So I want to see what this golden statue is. I started researching and diving deeper. Not after that last comment, but deeper into it. So I was like, okay, let me see, what does this golden statue look like? Is this commissioned by an artist? Was this recently made? What does it look like? So I went to the internet and I typed in Trump statue, and this is what I got. So I was looking for the statue that they were talking about in question, which they called an America First statue. And this is what I found. And I just have to pause here because I'm like, oh my God, what are these things? Apparently you can go and get this on Etsy. Like, is this a garden gnome? Is this a little trinket for your mantle? Like, what is this? What artist made these choices? I don't know. And here's the thing. I don't know if this is like, I don't know what the market is for that. Is the market for this supposed to be people who don't like Trump? Because this thing is hideous. It is not very flattering of him. I mean, the huge feet, the big hands, the weird facial expression, the chin dimple, I'm gonna call it. Also that facial expression, the mouth curves, and that's not even the worst one. Look at this. You can get this on Amazon. Just imagine if you're one of these Trump people that ordered this. Is this supposed to be a garden gnome instead of... Is Trump the garden gnome that oversees the shrooms in your garden? How much does this cost? Oh, how much does the golden statue cost? I'll get there in a minute. What choices? Choices! That's the key word here. Choices. And that's, it gets better. Just look at this one. You can get this one on eBay. What is this? I don't even understand. Like, just honestly, this face is going to haunt me. Like, look at this. Can this be the actual statue for the BS award? I would love that. I would award this to Trump and be like, here's your golden statue, sir, for everything that you've done. And I'd be like, you're an amazing, fantastic, incredible guy, and I want to give you a statue of your own self because that's when you know that you're being respected as an American. And I want to give you this statue of you saying America first, which you clearly aren't, but I'm here to stroke your ego. Like, so I saw that and I was laughing so hard. So when I started researching for this golden statue, those are what came up first. Those four, but I saved the best for last. So when I searched for this statue, I also saw this. Oh, it's so bad. Look at this. It would be even worse if this was somehow like what do you think is gonna come out of here? Imagine if this was something for outside where it was like a hose. Like a hose? I don't know. It's just who buys this? Who buys this? And I was like, Delosier's mulch yard? So again, is this supposed to be a garden gnome? That face. That face. I would love to give this to him and be like, sir, you are an absolute trinket. You are an absolute tchotchke, an icon. And here, let me give you this porcelain statue to stroke your fragile ego. But circling back here, so I was diving into this story and I'm like, okay, what golden statue are we talking about? And I saw those were not it. Okay. Well, maybe we can find it. So I typed in Trump's golden statue and it came up with this. So as of March 2026, a 15-foot gold-leaved bronze statue of Donald Trump, known as the Don Colossus, oh my God, remains stuck in Ohio, in an Ohio studio due to a $92,000 payment dispute. So I'm like, oh, is this the statue they're talking about? We'll get there. So commissioned by crypto investors, the $360,000 statue, which depicts a fist-raising Trump, is held hostage, I love how they say hostage, by a sculptor, Alan Cottrell, over unpaid fees and intellectual property disputes. So I'm like, oh, is this another thing where these investors be like, hey, can you make this and then we'll pay you? And then they never fully pay the artist. It's not like Trump has done that to people throughout history. You know, be like, oh yeah, I'll pay you later, I promise I'll pay you later. Then he gets it, oh, you know, I never said that. Okay, thank you. Such a scam artist. Anyway, just in time for Scott's Live. Hello! I'd order this to shoot at it. Practice. New word to describe Trump, hostage. But who's taking Trump hostage? I'm not advocating for political violence. Please don't ever assume that. But you know, is maybe a certain leader in the country, in the world, who is roped us into a war. Maybe that's more apt. But I was like, is this the golden statue that Mike Johnson was awarding Trump with? Is it that one? You know, the one where he was like, you know, we've created a new award. We're going to honor him with a new award and we'll present it annually from this point forward. The America First Award. So when I typed in the America First statue, this is what golden statue, that's what I found. This Don Colossus. And I'm like, oh. So for those people who do not know, there is a monument, I think it's in Greece or Italy, that is the Colossus. The Colossus is this huge marbled statue of, I don't remember who it is, and it's like lit up and it is really, really cool looking at. And it's on the edge of the sea. Anyway, so they're calling it the Don Colossus because of that, because of the way that the statue is. But it was created by artist Alan Cottrell in Zanesville, Ohio. This statue was commissioned by a cryptocurrency group to support a meme coin. It currently sits unfinished or uninstalled until final payment is secured. Cottrell alleges the crypto backers used images of the statue for promotion without permission and still owe a significant portion of the $360,000 cost. So the creator of this is like, you're not getting the statue until I fully get paid. And so this is what the Don Colossus looks like. And again, this is not the statue that they are awarding. This is not the one that Mike Johnson was talking about. I'll get to that one later in the live stream. So make sure to tune in. Make sure that you subscribe. I love all of you. This is the Don Colossus statue, which the creator is like, it's not leaving this warehouse until they fully pay me. Sculptor holds Trump statue hostage. I just imagine like this statue being tied up, like you're not going anywhere. So Alan Cottrell created an 18-foot bronze statue capturing the moment the president survived an assassination attempt. He says his patrons aren't paying up. So I was like, oh, okay, so I guess it's that is this the one? No, it's not. But we'll get to that. So this Don Colossus, for those people who do not know, is about the height of a 2-story building, and it's mounted on a 7,000-pound pedestal. 7,000 pounds, and at 15 feet tall, the statue of President Donald Trump is the height of a 2-story building. A giant effigy, I don't even know that word, cast in bronze and finished with a thick layer of gold leaf. Thick layer of gold leaf. It sounds, ugh. A group of cryptocurrency investors paid $300,000 to have a sculpture created as a tribute to Trump, who is an outspoken cryptocurrency proponent. And yet, those crypto backers apparently have not finished paying up. So the sculptor's like, no, you're not getting it. Pastor Mark Burns, one of the organizers of the effort and friend of the Trumps, told his collaborators that the president planned to attend the statue's unveiling in Doral, Florida at Trump's golf complex. Now, what I find hilarious is the fact that the Pastor Mark Burns, is one of the organizers. I seem to remember, I was raised in Christianity, that having idols, gold idols, is very against Christianity. Having any idols other than the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and God in general, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, any other idols are not correct. It talks about that in the Bible. I'll even give you a verse. Here. All who make idols are nothing, and the things they treasure are worthless. Those who would speak up for them are blind. They are ignorant to their own shame. Who shapes a god and who casts an idol, which can profit nothing? So what I find hilarious is that you have this MAGA pastor grifting off of other people, being like, look at how amazing this golden statue of Trump is. If Jesus were alive today, if Jesus comes back and looks at that, he's just gonna be like, why is there this gold statue that's not me? Why is there this gold statue that's not me? Fair question. You're not supposed to have any other idols other than the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. So I find it hilarious. And what this really shows with this pastor is that a lot of right-wing Christianity is just a grift. It's all a cult of personality. Right-wing Christianity is used as a money-making scheme for people who pretend to be right-wing in order to milk money off of those people. Now, I'm I'm not crying, because if you're manipulated like that, then, and you go for it, that's fine. You do you, boo. If you want to make that your identity, go ahead. But I just feel sad that there are people who will distort any sort of religion for personal profit and gain, which we see quite often in religion. That's why I'm not sure where I stand on my own religiosity, is because Christianity itself has been hijacked by a lot of people to then rob others of money, of support. They use it as a grift for their own gain. And so, it's just another example of that. And this is what Trump said. "It looks fantastic," Trump wrote to Pastor Mark Burns in December. Now again, this is not the award that Mike Johnson is bestowing upon Trump, this beautiful golden statue. No, it's a different golden statue, which I will get to, but it's not the Don Colossus. Nope, that's not the one. So you're like, okay, well, what's the one? Let me get to that. So first, some comments about the Don Colossus. It's a freaking cult. Kneel before the man who is raising your taxes, taking away your food stamps, and your Medicaid. I love the bulging eyes. So these people talk about TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. But what do we call it when people need a 15-foot statue of a rapist? Genuinely good question. This is so North Korea dictator-type idolatry. All of the gullibles, the lost souls, will surely worship the gaudy statue. So embarrassing for this country. It would be the responsibility of any American who actually loves our constitutional republic, democracy, and freedom to do everything within their ability to destroy or damage such a thing if a chance were afforded. Just saying. It's like, I really hear that statue loves tomatoes. Loves paint. I hear that it really loves being doused with paint. Like, just saying. Also, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god that they've made. People taking without speaking. People hearing without listening. Also, it's like a Soviet-like statue. Yeah, facts. This is the Don Colossus up front. So you can see this is the finished version where it's all covered in gold. I think the previous picture I showed you was it when it was still bronzed. But just throwing that in there for the sake of consistency. So it's not the Don Colossus. Well, let's see. Which gold statue is it? I know that's the pending question on everyone's mind. So Mike Johnson and Republicans are awarding Trump with an America First golden statue. Well, if it's not any of the first things that pop up on Amazon or Etsy or some mulch place that sells weird Trump garden gnomes, then which one is it? So I took to the internet, never a good line to start with, and I researched other gold statues. In early 2026, other satirical or promotional golden statues, including one on the National Mall, have appeared, such as a 12-foot statue titled King of the World, depicting Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. So, is this the one that's being awarded to Trump? Make sure to send some likes. I love all of you. I immediately questioned and was like, oh, so is this the one? Titanic statue of Trump and Epstein on the National Mall draws praise and scorn. And I was like, ooh, I want a close-up picture of this one. So obviously, if you're listening to the live stream, just look over to the screen really quickly. What you are seeing here is something on the National Mall, recently added. You have Trump and Jeffrey Epstein doing the Jack and Rose pose from the movie Titanic. And Rose holding out her arms, basically on the bow of the ship. Jack holding her as she doesn't fall off. All about the love and the excitement of the voyage, the opportunities, etc. In this parody, which is very apt in my view, you have Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein doing the rose pose, and Trump acting as Jack. The only thing that Trump seems to ever hold in is, I don't even want to finish that joke. But you get me. So new satirical statue depicts Trump and Epstein as doomed lovers from the Titanic. The nearly 12-foot sculpture unveiled on the National Mall on Tuesday, I don't remember what day this was, is the third piece of guerrilla art satirizing Trump's past relationship with Epstein, attributed to the secret handshake, a shadowy collective whose members remain anonymous. So this is not the golden statue, but I'll tell you, it's another one. The suspense is killing me. I know, I'm sorry. I'm getting there, I promise. It's not known that the statues are related to the Jeffrey Epstein Walk of Shame, recently installed in Farragut Square, a public park close to the White House, that featured Hollywood-like stars with the names of prominent figures tied to Epstein. But the interventions appear determined to keep the Epstein files, where Trump's name appears thousands of times, in the public spotlight, despite the war in Iran and a myriad of other distractions. Speaking of distractions, I don't know why, but after 30 minutes, my music starts being weird. So, okay, I just reset it. Cool. And so it's not that statue. That's not the statue in mind. But let me give you some other pictures here. Some other pictures. Oh, and I'll tell you what's red on the plaque here. So these are the pictures, and a nearly 12-foot golden statue showing Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein reenacting the famous Titanic bow scene. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let me show you what the plaque says. It says, the tragic love story between Jack and Rose was built on luxurious travel, raucous parties, and secret nude sketches. This moment honors the bond between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, a friendship seemingly built on luxurious travel, raucous parties, and secret nude sketches. Apparently this plaque is on the statue, which gags me. So all of this being said, yet the Don Colossus and these statues of Jeffrey Epstein, those are still not the America First gold statue that is being awarded to Trump. So which one is it? Stay tuned to find out. More comments here. It would be noteworthy if it depicted Trump in handcuffs and in a prison uniform. Facts. Make sure to send some likes. I love all of you. I really do appreciate every single one of you. It means a lot when you support the stream. I'm a little bit surprised we don't have more people in here, but nevertheless, all of you that are in here, y'all are the real friends and real family. So we're doing this together. The ideal statue would have been, and it's Jeffrey Epstein licking Trump's neck pousse. And this person commented this in here, and I'm not going to read this out on live because it's questionable. So if you're listening, quickly look over at the screen. Question, why don't Republican men like to see tattoos on females? And the answer is because it means that they'd be over 18. I was like, ooh. Yeah. And that's not the only Epstein statue with Trump. There was also this other one that was put up, which I didn't even know about this. Did y'all know about these Epstein statues appearing on the National Mall? So the fabricator of the statue remains unknown, but it has artistic and thematic similarities to the recent art pieces critical of the president. And so this one, there's like their friends joining hands, and then now you have the one with Jack and Rose. I didn't even know that these were appearing, but I guess this just got buried in the news. So those aren't the ones that Mike Johnson's talking about in regards to awarding Trump a golden statue. You know, that's not it. And so it's like, I loved people's reactions. So let me give you another one. let me give you another one. Surely, this one has to be, surely, after all the ones that we just went through, the garden gnomes, to the Don Colossus, to the Epstein Trump golden statues, multiple, this one has to be the one that Mike Johnson is awarding to Trump, right? 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 And so 12-foot golden Trump statue displayed outside of Congress, Trump holding a Bitcoin. This has to be the one that they're giving Trump for the America First statue, right? Wrong. Incorrect. This is just another one commissioned by the crypto investors. I don't know if this was the pre-trial for the Don Colossus, but this is just another Trump golden statue that is appearing. Jesus is going to come back and be like, what are all these statues doing here? I'm the only thing that you should be worshiping, not all these fake false idols, you know? So there's just another one, giant Trump statue holding Bitcoin displayed outside US Capitol to mark Fed rate decision. So it's none of those. Yet, this still isn't the gold statue Trump is being awarded now. It's not. So I was like, okay, let me go to some other sources. Republicans' new participation trophy for Donald Trump sparks instant mockery. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I can find a picture from this. And when I pulled it up here and took a screenshot, it's Melania walking alongside a robot. Which I'm like, huh? What? You know, it's like, well, which one is which? You have a broken down wreck with the dead eyes, or a robot? I'm sorry, that was mean. But you get what I mean. So apparently none of those statues, none of them were the Trump golden statue. None. So Mike Johnson, tonight we've created a new award. We're going to do something we've never done before. We will honor him with a new award. He is the first ever recipient of the America First statue. This is a beautiful golden statue here, appropriate for the golden age of America, which we will be awarding him this golden statue, this America First Golden Award annually. Now, you want to know what the real punchline is? The real punchline? I could not find the statue. That's the real thing. I spent 2 hours this morning before the broadcast looking for this seemingly gold statue that Mike Johnson is giving to Trump for the America First Award. And I couldn't find it. Maybe I didn't search hard enough or long enough or whatever. Maybe it just hadn't appeared yet. But I was like, okay, they keep teasing us about this golden statue. Where is it? It was none of those. But I was like, okay, I just learned about a whole bunch of golden statues. Nevertheless, I was like, wow, I guess the miracle was the journey. Why are there so many different statues? I know, right? JE main event. There's so many. So, one of my moderators just texted me what the statue is. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. And I can't exit the live stream here because then it would pause it. So it's hard for me. This dude is nothing but ego and tacky gold nonsense. Facts. So it was so funny because in the comments of this post from Asen, there were some comments that just truly got to me. President Trump and it's a taco for Trump always chickens out. Or this, even Kim Jong-un is blushing at this moment of propaganda, at this amount of propaganda. The GOP loves to worship false idols. I love how the Republicans try to always claim that they're the religious ones. They're the ones that follow Jesus. They follow the Lord, the Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm Southern. I can make fun of people's voices. That all being said, though, these gold idols, these are all false idols. If you actually were Christian, you would be dismantling these things. But the thing is, right-wing Christianity isn't actual real Christianity. It's not. It is a hijacked version of it for the personal gain of the people a part of that cult of personality. To give you, to try to do endless donations to the church, profit off of people's suspicion. You fearmonger about the woke, indoctrinating liberals that are trying to then share empathy, love, and critical thinking for everyone. Meanwhile, you completely hijack the purpose of religion to then steer your own people into something that is not religious at all. The same way that the Nazi in Germany tried to use Christianity to promote an entire genocide. A lot of time, religion is hijacked to do the most anti-religious things. So the fact that there are these right-wing people that like to claim that they're somehow the real Christ followers, yet they literally do things that Jesus would be like, what are you doing? Nevertheless, let me continue. This one, golden era of my ASS, sycophant, is a noun that refers to a person who uses excessive, insincere flattery or obsequious behavior to gain favor, approval, or some personal advantage from some person in a position of power, wealth, or influence. Sounds like Mike Johnson. It's essentially a servile flatterer. What? A servile flatterer. Yes, man, a brown-noser. Oh, gotcha. A yes man, a brown-noser, or a toady. I love all those words. Someone who praises or agrees with you in everything that you do, say, not out of genuine respect, but to curry favor or avoid trouble. That sounds a lot like Republican politicians right now. That sounds like a lot like all these Republican politicians. As soon as they push back against Trump just a little bit, then they become like overly sycophantic in order to then avoid trouble with the MAGA cult base. They're like, you can't criticize our dear daddy leader Donald Trump. Like, no, you can't. It goes against America. Jeez Louise. Like, oh my God. Anyway, continuing onward, there was also this. Can I tell you about the Lord and Savior, Donald Trump? Of course, that's an AI image, just to point out. Anyway, all of this being said, there were a couple other comments I wanted to read out before I completely pivot. Someone said, is this a joke to you? Yes. This is funny to you? Yes. Of course, I'm sure Speaker Johnson's ASS Kissing America First Award will make demented POTUS with dementia feel better about the Fox News poll showing his approval rating at only 41%. I'm surprised that 41% of America even still approves of this guy. Like, y'all are in a cult. What? You are in a cult. You cannot understand the obvious contradictions Donald Trump lives through day in and day out. It's baffling to me. And so I love this one. Most mentions in the Epstein files, 38,000 times. Or this one. Me likey prizes, medals, and awards. I love a solid gold thing. Someone said they wanted to give me silver. I said silver is second. Silver's second class. I'm first class. I'm gold class. I'm Epstein class. It's fantastic. Everyone's so happy. Everyone's so happy for me. Lucky to me. Lucky me. Prize. Everyone say I'm the best. Other people here. More gold statues for Donald Trump while the TSA agents wait for paychecks. How very out of touch. And let me expand upon that. Right now, gas prices are rising. Inflation is going up. Our country is spending billions of dollars on a war that this man started in Iran. Meanwhile, he hires a whole bunch of ICE thugs to go around and terrorize people. Like, And it's so funny because Republicans don't even realize, they do realize, but they don't seem to even care because they rather appease him. But like, just put the shoe on the other foot. If Democrats started doing this at a time when all those things happened, Republicans would slam them, being like, you're so out of touch and you're so tone deaf. And look, if that hypothetical scenario was correct, they would be right. Republicans do it and they can try to brand their way out of some huge disaster. It's baffling to me. Baffling. So it just really shows like Republicans don't care. They're so out of touch. It's the best way to put it. They're so out of touch. Donald Trump doesn't care about you. He cares about getting gold statues. That's what he cares about. Period. Good morning, Cantigran. Hello. Put a saddle on it too. I know, right? I know, right? They have to treat the president like a child. So embarrassing for everyone involved. It is so embarrassing for everyone involved. Instead of working with House Democrats to pay TSA agents, FEMA, and the Coast Guard, Speaker Johnson is giving fake awards to Donald Trump. Do your job and stop kissing ASS. That is so true. I'm very how does Speaker Mike Johnson not experience secondhand shame or guilt from doing this kind of crap? How does he not feel utterly disgusting on the inside? Maybe he does. But like, I would drop dead from the embarrassment if I were to have to do that. I would drop dead. Instead of doing a death drop like in Drag Race, but like, wow. Imagine that being your job. Be like, honey, I'm gonna go appease the president by doing all these things that I'm gonna go give him fake awards. I'm gonna treat him with endless flattery. I'd be like, okay, sweetie, have a good day. Don't forget to eat the lunch I packed you. Like, it's embarrassing. I can't believe that there's a whole group of people in the United States that have tried to brand anti-intellectualism as some sort of movement of the many. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Trump's team is briefing him daily with 2-minute montage of only the successful strikes in Iran, in the Iran war that he started. The Republican Party is making up fake awards to glaze him, Trump's ego. This wartime president's fragile ego is being managed like he's a child. And we're supposed to pretend that this is normal? Everyone is just creating new shiny awards to him, to give him now. It's like he's a child, an absolute child. I'll never understand how displays like this don't cause people to spontaneously combust with embarrassment. Seriously, I don't understand. Now, all that being said, none of that, any of those were the golden statue that they're talking about. Not the Don Colossus, not the garden gnomes, not the Epstein statues, not the crypto statue, none of those. I still can't find it. Maybe it's out there, but I can't find it. Now, there was one comment that I wanted to address that perfectly laid out a good transition here. So, nothing says America first, like the America First statue, better than sending our sons and daughters to be unalived, fighting in an unlawful war for Israel. Go F yourself to infinity, Speaker Mike Johnson. And that gets to this. Right now, there were a lot of people who voted for Trump because they believed him, that he didn't want any more foreign wars, intervention, all of that. I mean, for heaven's sake, there are these MAGA people that put up signs that said, Kamala Harris will send your kids into war. No new wars. Trump starts a war, and MAGA is like, la, 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 like, and see, all these people were like, yeah, well, Kamala would have been worse. Your desperation to try and have mental flexibility around obvious contradictions and hypocrisy is embarrassing for you, and it's astounding. Is it worth our country going into a war because Republicans cannot confront their own hypocrisy and obvious double standard that will then get our own people unalived? They say, oh, we have to go to a war with Iran because they're going to hurt us. We were the ones that struck them first. And then you say, yeah, well, they're a threat to us. Yeah, because we bombed them first. Like, it baffles me. MAGA, you can never admit when you are wrong, misguided, anything. You would rather die from being stubborn than admit that you were incorrect. Which is baffling to me. Baffling. Because what this really shows is that stubbornness is the strongest thing on earth. Stubbornness is stronger than any material. It's stronger than titanium. It's stronger than spider silk. Stubbornness is the thing that is the most prolific within this country right now. Because MAGA, a good chunk of them, cannot admit that they were misguided or wrong. Because that would then upend their entire identity. And what it shows is that instead, Republicans would rather double down and risk Americans dying than admit that they were incorrect or wrong or duped into electing Trump again. It's baffling to me. So there was one moment that happened, this was yesterday. Caroline Leavitt was confronted by a reporter saying, Trump voters feel betrayed right now. So Leavitt confronted about Trump voters who feel betrayed by the Iran war. And she had a stunning response. Stunning. So the reporter gave Fleischer, whatever you say it, Fleshlight. In our reporting, we speak to a lot of young voters. In our reporting, we speak a lot to young voters, many of them voting for the president for the first time in 2024, who were hoping that to have no more wars, and to have lower prices. Now, with the Iran war taking place and gas prices going up, curious what President Trump's message would be to those voters who kind of swung into this coalition in 2024. And now they're getting what they didn't expect. The White House Press Secretary, Caroline Leavitt, has the audacity, the gall, the gumption, the nerve to be like, President Trump is doing this for you. He's doing this for you, young people, so that we're no longer threatened by a rogue terroristic regime in the Middle East. They were not threatening us. They were not threatening us. No, I don't like what Iran is doing to their people. They're doing awful things to their own people. But does that mean that we need to be goaded by Israel into then bombing them first? No! So you're like, oh, he's doing this for young people. You mean he's doing this to get rid of young people? Because if the draft goes into place, the young people are going to be drafted into war. What do you mean he's doing this for young people? He's doing this for young people to be in the war? And all these MAGA people that are like, absolutely, totally makes sense, grow a brain. It's astounding to me how people don't look at this for what it is. Lies, manipulation, gaslighting. I mean, for heaven's sake, Republicans, MAGA, Trump, they think that Republican supporters that voted for them are dumb. And every single time you follow them, you prove them right. So Caroline Leavitt has the audacity to say, President Trump is doing this for you. He's doing this for young people so that we're no longer threatened by a regime in the Middle East, that seeks to kill brave men and women who serve in our country in the Middle East. So wait a minute, hold on. We have to go to war with Iran for young people, doing this for young people so that they don't kill young people's citizens in the Middle East. How does going into a war somehow stop killings? stop the war. Like, Caroline Leavitt knows she's a propagandist. I don't know how she sleeps at night. She must have no soul. That's the thing. She must not have any soul, or at least a brain. She just repeats what she's been told to repeat. I mean, now at least there are some people who are being like, yeah, this is obviously hypocritical, all of that. You know me. I'm not the biggest fan of Nancy Mace. I've done endless reporting about her. She's not a great person. She's not. Even her own former staffers are not fans of hers. She's very homophobic and very transphobic. Though, I will give credit where it's due. She's like, we don't need to be putting boots on the ground. This is stupid. It's a bad idea. Now, she aids and abets this kind of stuff, takes money from AIPAC, votes for and supports MAGA, but then she at least says the right thing once in a while. So I'll give her a tiny bit of credit for at least saying the thing that everyone is thinking. But I mean, I can say lip service, I can give you credit for some lip service, but I prefer actions. So at least Nancy Mace is giving the correct lip service, not the right actions. But another Iraq. Nancy Mace walks out of Iran briefing, warns they want boots on the ground. She said on Wednesday she walked out of a House Armed Services briefing on Iran, then warned against the US sending troops into Iran. Make sure to send some likes, I love all of you. Mace posted a string of comments on social media, beginning with, just walked out of a House Armed Services briefing on Iran. Let me repeat, I will not support troops on the ground in Iran. Even more so after this briefing. The South Carolina Republican later added, Washington's war machine is hard at work. They are trying to drag us into another war like in Iraq. They're trying to make it another Iraq. So think about what this moment currently is reflecting. Trump is awarding himself. Republicans are awarding Trump with America First golden statues. Meanwhile, American citizens are being drafted into wars, being forced to go into a war. Our government's spending billions of dollars on a useless war. And all these people that voted for Trump because he was supporting no more foreign wars, yeah, you were duped. This is why Democrats were like, we support no more foreign wars. But when Trump says it, we don't believe it because he's not going to do it. For anyone that believed that Trump was against war, my question is, why did you not believe him? Why did you believe him? This is a guy who has he's done so many crimes. He said, one of the first things he ever did was, he said, I could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue and shoot someone and not lose any votes. You're trusting that guy to not be in wars? A guy who goes on platforms and constantly berates people by giving them childish nicknames? Fearmongers and warmongers talking about wanting to be a dictator? You think that guy somehow was not going to pivot and then start a war? All because what? Kamala had a weird laugh? I'm not a fan of hers. She wasn't progressive enough, but you get what I mean. And they're like, yeah, I voted for Trump, but that was a dumb decision. You're damn right it was a dumb decision. At least you're admitting, some people are admitting it now, thank God. But like, still. So this is where we are. Trump gets awarded golden statues. He lavishly will do things to benefit himself. Endless amounts of money going into his cryptocurrency, World Liberty Financial. Meanwhile, me, other people suffer from having to pay tremendous amounts for gas. Billionaires like Trump don't have to worry about it. His wealthy friends don't have to worry about it. Yet, now we get drafted into war. Our tax dollars going to endless war. We're paying way more in taxes when you look at a proportion of our income than the rich people. And in the meantime, we all suffer because of it. Because of this whiny billionaire's fragile ego. That's where we are. And the White House has the audacity to say, oh, this is for young people. We're doing this for young people. Bullshit. No. 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 You're not doing this for young people. You're doing this to feed Trump's fragile ego. I'm so over the lies, the manipulating, and the gaslighting. It's so disgusting. At least Nancy Mace tries to call it out. Now, she aids and abets it with her actions. She pays lip service, which isn't enough, but is at least something. She also said, we need to take Lindsey Graham out of the Situation Room. Lindsey Graham, for those of you who do not know, is a senator from South Carolina that constantly is trying to get us to invade Karg Island, which is part of Iran that has oil refineries. What's astounding is that Lindsey Graham at one point said, there's no reason for us to invade Iran. There's no reason for us to invade Iran. Except he then was like, but we just need to take over Karg Island, which is in Iran. So, he's paraphrasing. He's like, we aren't invading Iran. We're just taking over some of their territory by unconsensual force. This is literally what he said. He said, no, we're not going to invade Iran. There's no reason to. We're going to destroy their ability to hurt us, have a nuclear weapon, build missiles to hit America and terrorize the region. Karg Island, 90% of their income comes from oil and gas revenue. 100% of their revenue generating capacity is on a single outlet. Mr. President, take Karg Island. This war is over. So wait a minute, hold on. You said that we're not going to invade Iran. There's no reason to. Talks about Karg Island in Iran, then says, Mr. President, take Karg Island. So advocating for action to continue the war, put boots on the ground, then has the weird audacity to claim the war is over? Excuse me? You're like, we're not invading Iran, we're just taking over the island by force. Seriously, Republicans think that MAGA voters, MAGA Republican voters, they think that you're stupid. And every single time you follow them, you prove them right. You prove them right. They want to put boots on the ground. Meanwhile, Trump gets golden statues. Really? Is this the timeline that you voted for? Well, yes, it is. Because you voted for this crap. If you're MAGA, you voted for this crap. You voted for Trump's ego. You voted for him to build his big ballroom in the White House. Meanwhile, you pay $5 a gallon for oil because of his inadequacy to actually do anything regarding foreign policy. And meanwhile, you have his sycophants basically being like, Mr. President, we're not going to invade Iran. We're just going to take over part of their territory by force. And this war is over. Like, I don't understand. And that's the thing. It doesn't need to make sense. There are MAGA people that just clap like seals because they think that somehow screwing all of us over by owning the libs or progressives, owning them, is way more worth their time than actually anything that substantively benefits anyone. Because they don't have a shred of empathy for people. Period. There are some people in this country that would rather see other people lose their rights because they think it's funny. And that's scary. That's scary. And other people are like, that's still invading parts of Iran. Just saying. Just saying. Lead the way, ladybugs. Of course, Bloodthirsty Graham doesn't give only gives an F about blood money, like from AIPAC. And I also loved this. There was this account on Instagram that posted this, and it was Leslie Jordan. Oh, rest in power, Leslie Jordan. And Senator Lindsey Graham, who is gay. Senator Lindsey Graham is gay. He won't admit it, but he is. There's been enough evidence to show that he is, which I don't care. I'm a gay person myself. It doesn't matter. But he can't admit it. But Lindsey Graham is like always advocating for war in the way that Leslie Jordan in this video is like, Daddy, watch me twirl, Daddy. It's just so funny. Rest in power, Leslie Jordan. And all this really highlighting here is that, other Republicans are like, we need to get Lindsey Graham out of the Situation Room. He's advocating for boots on the ground. Trump is listening to him. We need to not have that happen. I mean, other Republican senators speaking on the condition of anonymity are saying, no, we really don't want troops on the ground, but they might be needed in order to reopen the Strait of Hormuz so that we can have more oil flowing into the country to bring gas prices down. Because Trump ripped up the Iran deal. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. So all of this being said, Trump is awarded golden idols. He's awarded beautiful golden statues, builds his big ballroom, gets millions of dollars from his World Liberty financial currency, and what do you get? You get your family members possibly being drafted into the war. You get $5 for per gallon, where it's $5 a gallon for gas, and everyone starts suffering. You have people who were in the construction industry, and their workforce is disappearing because a lot of them happen to be Hispanic, Latino. They might not have the proper documentation, but they work hard. And they were just showing up to job sites to build housing because we don't have enough housing. And all of a sudden, their workforce is being snatched away by ICE. And these people were like, I voted for Trump, but I didn't expect them to take, my hardworking workforce. What did you expect? He was like, we're going to deport all the undocumented people. And then you're like, oh, I didn't think that was going to affect me. You're an idiot. And they're like, oh, I guess this hurts me now, so now I care, and now I'm against it. So you weren't against it when Donald Trump did all these other horrible things, but now you're against it as soon as it personally affects you, and then you're like, oh, care about my plight, care about how it affects me. So you didn't care when Donald Trump was taking away rights for women. You didn't care when Donald Trump was doing all these awful things. You only care as soon as it personally affects you. Girl, bye. So Donald Trump's America is ballroom for him, wealth for him. The golden age of America includes giving me endless medals. Meanwhile, he starts a war. Our government spends billions of dollars on that war because he has the inability to negotiate. That's his own words. And now we're going to be paying more and more for gas, more and more for groceries, all of that. Because people thought that, I guess, he was a better option than Kamala Harris, who had a weird laugh. If Kamala had not, if actually did call out the genocide in Gaza, maybe we would be in a different spot. I voted for her, personally. But, I can understand why other people didn't. But I disagree with that. But, you know what I mean. Trump's America is that he can attain all this personal wealth for himself, doesn't care about you, doesn't matter, he doesn't care about anyone other than Trump. That's the thing. And it's sad that is the person that our children are looking at as our president. Think about what kind of message this sends to kids. You can be the most ruthless, disgusting, horrible person, like Trump, have Wikipedia pages full of names that he just calls people, and our children are looking at that being like, yep, that's presidential behavior. Seriously. It doesn't matter your identity. It doesn't matter your race, black, white, Asian, Native American, Latino. It doesn't matter your sexual orientation. It doesn't matter your gender identity or religion. Is this the kind of world that we want to live in? One where Donald Trump, one man, regardless, doesn't matter if he's Republican in this thing, he is profiting himself so much off the presidency at the expense of other people, treating his supporters like cogs in a machine for his own benefit. And we, as the American people, are just supposed to sit back and accept it as an inevitability? Really? So we're just supposed to be okay with the fact that he cannot negotiate with other countries to stop war. We're supposed to just accept that he is going to be awarded a trophy annually because he's Trump. Really? No! We don't have to live in this timeline. We don't have to live in this crazy, disgusting timeline. We have the power to change it. Only if we actually do something about it. And for all these Trump MAGA people that nod along like seals, I'm waiting for you to wake up. Don't think many of you will. For those people who do wake up, I'm gonna be like, look, admit you did wrong, we'll welcome you into the coalition, but it doesn't mean that you're off the hook from all your past stuff. We allow you to have enough space to wake up, but we're also going to be holding you accountable for those things. It's just, this timeline is so dumb, and I'm over it. I'm over it. So if you're over it too, make sure to subscribe. I love all of you. Seriously, I do. This was a fantastic live show. Not as many people as I was actually anticipating, but you know, it is what it is. Y'all are incredible. How many people we got here? 75. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate every single one of you. I really, really do. Kintigan, JE Main Event, y'all are awesome. Akicha, Kate, Elisa, you know, I could not do any of this without my amazing moderators. They do a great job at maintaining the space, making sure everything is safe for everyone. And to all of my routine viewers and friends in here, C-Bar, I love all of you. Are there any others, normal or routine viewers? Let's see. I think that's pretty much the folks that I see. But anyway, I appreciate all of you. I am going to be posting some more videos here. Y'all are incredible. So thank you all for tuning in. Y'all are amazing. Please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications when videos drop. And, you know, I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Just remember that you are beautiful. You are loved. You are valid. You are strong. And you are fierce. Don't let anyone or anything or any algorithm ever dim your shine. I love all of you so much. Bye!